guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Brittany, and today we're back with another Shop My Stash video. I upload these weekly on every single Tuesday. We're starting out in our new drawer this week, and last week from the new drawer, I chose out these Mary Kay samples. So the first one was specifically for hands. It was a 3-step process. There was this one where it was kind of felt like just like a Vaseline on your hands, and then immediately after that you had to put on this like exfoliator. It was like your little micro beads on my hands, and then wash that off, and then after that you had to put on like a lotion. So it was very lengthy, and in the beginning I was like, oh my gosh, I really like this, especially because I spray tan, and like the hands, it's hard to get off the spray tan off of the hands so it goes on evenly the next time. So at first I was loving it, and I literally did this today. I took a bath because, like I said, I'm going to go get a spray tan, and my hands feel so dry, like they feel so cracked and so itchy, and it's not something I'm going to repurchase, but in the future I will remember to exfoliate my hands. Not with this, but with an exfoliator. Now moving on to the other thing, I got, it was this Mary Kay microdermabrasion, and it was like 2-step process. The first one was a little micro bead. You're supposed to wash your face, then put the little micro beads on. It was the exact same consistency as the ones with the hand, so it's just like an exfoliator. And then you're supposed to wipe that off with warm water and then put on this, which was like a, I don't know, it felt like a lotion. And I do like what that one did for me. I don't think that it's like, I mean, my skin is super soft, but like I said, I don't think that's the Mary Kay product or like that lotion that I put on. I really truthfully and honestly think I just need to exfoliate, and I haven't exfoliated in forever. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to repurchase those. And so we're in our my new drawer this week. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me say this, but I am going out of town. This is like 3 hours away, so I will be driving. I won't be on a plane, but I still don't want to carry like a massive pallet. So I'm going to pull this little baby one. This is the Macalia. If you've seen me, if you ever wonder what was in my new drawer, I have that video uploaded, and I talked about how like back in the day when Aaliyah was everything, and I was at the skating ring, and like Aaliyah would come on and you would have to go out and skate no matter what you were doing, mid-conversation, whatever, you're out there. So I do love her, but this palette, like I would have bought it anyway. That sounds bad, but that's true. But this is like right up my alley. Like I love purples, like the gold tones. Like I really think that this will be a really good, really loved used palette into my collection. So we'll see. I'm going to pull that. And then also like this week I need these. These are the Amazonian Clay Tarte Foundation, but they're like the lighter samples. And I think it's where I'm out of summer and like I'm not getting like actual color like from the sun. And I'm just doing spray tans, like I'm not getting as dark as I was. So the foundation that I plan on pulling, I don't think is going to be the right color, so I wanted to pull these to mix in. And that's all for this Everything drawer. Face. It is in a blush bronzer highlight drawer. I have to tell you guys, like last week for foundation, I pulled out this Dior Skin Forever foundation, and you see what these bottles look like. You can't see through them. I thought this was like foundation on the side. It might be foundation on the sides, but if it is, you ready? This one, the lighter color, is gone. There's nothing that comes out of the bottle anymore. It actually feels really light in comparison to this one. So I just couldn't believe that I used that up. Like normally I'm someone who gets hyped when they're about to use up a product and they keep pulling it and keep pulling it and you get annoyed. And I'm like, it's gonna be gone, it's gonna be gone, like the Morphe setting spray. But this one, and it's a foundation. I didn't think that I was going to use up a foundation this year. It's gone. I don't think that I would repurchase it. I know that I wouldn't have repurchased it before I brought the Lancome primer in my life, but with the Lancome primer, I really do enjoy this foundation, but it is like a more light, medium coverage, and I'm kind of more full coverage. So yeah, probably not going to repurchase, but it's going in the empties and not going back in that drawer. So I'm super excited about that. And this week I'm going to go back to my Revlon Color Stay. I know it's really annoying, but I do have a primer that only works with this foundation in a project pan, and I want to get some good use out of that. I'm really trying to hit goals on project pans. That's very unlike me, I know. Who am I? But yeah, we're going to pull this one. And for primers, I have to put back the Lancome Le Base primer. I swear, anytime that my skin is acting up, I put this on and it just takes care of everything. Not only that, but like it's just so like smoothing. It makes like hard to work with foundations like easy to work with. It really does smooth your skin. So I'm putting that one back. For primers this week, I'm going to pull my Smashbox primer water. This is in a project pan. I'm just ready for this to be out of my collection. But I do love using this with that foundation. It's actually the only thing that this primer seems to work with, just because that foundation is pretty like amazing and doesn't need a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this. And then for concealers, so last week I only kept in this Becca brightening. It's like the pink. This is in a Project Pan, so I'm not going to show you like what it really looks like, but I'm sure everybody's seen it. This is the little deluxe size sample. I didn't like this on its own. I mean, it worked. I didn't feel the need like, oh my god, I have to go pull a concealer immediately. But I think that I will like this in conjunction with something else. So I'm going to keep this one, and then I'm going to pull this Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpty Concealer. I'm pulling this one because that foundation is the only thing that like works with this concealer. Like, this is probably like my least favorite concealer. So yeah, I'm going to pull this one, and hopefully it works well with that brightening. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out. I'm interested to see. For setting powders, I pulled the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I'm going to put that one up. And like I always say with that foundation, I like to use the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder because, like the concealer, this does not work with just anything. So that foundation is a good way to incorporate using this so it's not just sitting there collecting cobwebs. So we're going to pull that. And then I also used, like on the last day where that foundation ran out on me, I only had like not even a pump, like a half a pump left of foundation, and nothing was coming out. So I had to like put that foundation on and then put this on the face. I don't like this as a standalone foundation product. This is a powder foundation, Super Stay. Put that up. I like that better as like a powder. And then I'm going to keep in 4 touch-ups, and I've actually been using this more for touch-ups, the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. You can see that it's been getting used up some, so we're going to keep that in for touch-ups. And for, where are we at? Setting sprays. I'm putting up the Urban Decay All Nighter and trading it out for the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set Refresh. I do enjoy this one. Good drugstore option. And for moisturizers, I'm just going to keep in my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I have grown to like this again, but if I was to repurchase, I would get the gel one. But we're going to keep this and use this up. So I'm going to keep that in. And that's all for this drawer. Bronzer, blush, highlight, contour drawer. I have no idea why that was so hard to say. So every week I keep in this Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette, just because I use this middle shade here to set my under eyes. I use this shade to set my lids, and I do contour with this occasionally. I didn't contour with it last week, but I am going to contour with it this week just because I'm traveling. I'm already bringing this palette, so it just saves space. So I'm going to bring that. And last week for contour, I used the Too Faced Bronzed Peach. It's a cream. And I really enjoyed it. It makes like it clearly, like you're clearly chiseled, defined. What word am I looking for? Yes, it's really good. We'll just say that. I'm gonna put that back. We already have a contour shade. So for bronzer, last week I used the Butter Bronzer. It's not my favorite, but it's a good drugstore option. And then this week for bronzer, just because I'm traveling, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, just this little sample, and it looks like that. And for blush, I'm going to put up this Tarte Feisty blush. I really love this. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's just a sample, and like it doesn't even look like I've used it, but I have used it a lot. We're gonna put that back, and then with that palette, actually I think I'm gonna pull this. This is the Bare Minerals, the Indecent Proposal, and it just looks like that. I think it would pair well with that palette and like all the purples. So yeah, we're gonna pull that. And then last week for highlight, I pulled out the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. She looks like that. If you find this at TJ Maxx, snatch it up. It is a steal. Love this. Like, favorite. And this week, I'm super excited and sad. I'm going to be using the Nude Stick highlight cream. Like what you're seeing there, it's in Illuminati. What you're seeing there, like right there, is plastic. Like the only part is like this little raised part, like right here. I will definitely be using this up. The last time I used it, it was almost like all plastic that hit my face. It took a lot to work in, but I'm gonna like dig my finger in there to get every last drop. So yeah, next week this without a doubt will be gone. And I like to layer this one with this. This is my Jeffree Star highlight. It's a Supreme Frost and Hypothermia. I know not a lot of people are fans of this. It's just a different type of highlighter. Like in the specific lighting, it looks really cool. Like it'll catch, like, can't really see it right there, but like, yes, love it. And is that all for this drawer? Yep, that's all for this. Everything eyes that isn't an eyeshadow palette. So last week for mascara, I used the Laura Geller. I really like this. I'm just going to pull out the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. It just is on its last leg, so I just want to use this one up. I love that it gets like your lashes like so black. I need to put up this Sex Kitten felt tip liner and trade it out per usual for the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. And I don't think that I want to pull out any specialty liners, so I just want to put this one back. It is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On in Starfire. I used that a few times last week. And I don't have any singles to put up, but I do want to pull a Jelly Mutt shadow. Where is it? So I want to pull this Villains Collection ColourPop Jelly Mutt shadow in Spindle. It's a really pretty purple color, so we're going to pull that. And then I want to keep in the Urban Decay Primer Potion. She's still going strong. I have no idea how, but she is. And I don't think I want to pull any other singles. And I've pulled a mascara. And that's all. No, it's not all for this drawer. I just need to put up the Too Faced Brow Envy and to pull out my Benefit Goof Proof. And now that's all for this drawer. And the lippy drawer, something I have way too many of. So I'm going to keep in the Sephora Rose Hip Lip Balm. Just looks like that. Look at how much we have left, like none. It is really good, especially for really, really dry lips. I have Invisalign, they're extremely dry. I had a Kat Von D shade that I wore like all the time. I wore this Jeffree Star Fudge Pop one time, loved it. I also wore the ColourPop Villains Collection Gloss in Puppies, and I love that. Now, I want to have some fun. I just want to have some fun. I want to go bold. Let's keep the eyeshadow palette in mind. Okay, so I want some purples. Bring them on. Let me pull them out here. I like my purple lippies. I know for sure I'm going to want to pull this shade, No Tea, No Shade. And it just looks like that, really pretty. It's like a metallic color. And then I also know I'm probably going to pull Scorpio. Let me see what Scandal looks like. Let's see what she looks like. Scandal. She's too pinky. I feel like I had some in mind. Oh yeah, I want to pull Triggered again. Triggered's like really vampy too, but it's like not metallic, so it looks like that. Go bold. We'll pull that one. And then like a good, I don't know, let's pull something, maybe something not Jeffree, dare I say. What's this? Is this more muted? This is Kat Von D Sanctuary. Yeah, it's more like a gray tone. I was going to pull Scorpio, but I've pulled that recently. So let's pull Kat Von D Sanctuary. And that's all for this drawer. What we have left to do is put up this Subculture palette and show you the looks that I made with this palette. So Subculture, I remembered loving, but gosh, I really do love this palette. So, I want to show you my favorite look. So my favorite look, I used these yellows like on the outermost transition. I used Access like all over the lid, and then I went in with Electric like in the inner corner, and I'm not sure if I used any other colors, but those were the main ones. I'll put that look on the screen. Oh my gosh, it was so stunning, so different. Like this Access color is amazing. And then another really cool look that I got, I put Destiny all over the lid and like in the outer V, and I think I used a little bit of Mercury too, but I put Electric all over the lid. Put it on the screen right now. That is just such a unique color. Like, Electric is just one of the most beautiful colors that I own. I mean, it's just so stunning. And then today, wasn't really the happiest with my look, but I used Rowdy and All Star. And then I put, like, in the spotlight, the Adorn shade, and I'll put that look on screen. It was cute. She was cute. I got to use my little liner pencil, and it popped. And one of the colors that I used, I didn't get a picture of it, but I put Dawn all over the lid and then just Cube on the, like, eyelid. I don't have a picture of that one, but it just looked like a gloss. Like, Cube looks like a gloss for your lids. And then I used another really easy look. I think I put Fudge all over in the transition and in the crease, and then I put Adorn on my lid, and I'll put that look on the screen. It was just like I was in a hurry, so that's what we come up with. But I used basically every... Did I use every? I actually think I used every single shade this week, and I loved it. I could have kept on using it, but yeah, we're gonna put her up. This is a perfect fall palette. I see a lot of people pulling this, and like, for good reason. She's amazing all the time, but especially for this time of year. But we're gonna put her up. And so let's look at all the items that we pulled. Here's an overview of all the items that we pulled this week. So I'm excited for my lippies. Of course, I'm excited for my foundation. I'm really sorry. I'm sure you guys are tired of me pulling it, but I really want to be on top of my Project Pan. I'm excited just to take the Shade and Light contour. I always, when I pull another contour, I always like, will at least use this once accidentally. And I'm sad that this highlighter will be leaving. Excited to use that Aaliyah palette finally. It's been chilling in there forever. I love that Jeffree Star highlighter. I know it's like unpopular opinion, but I really do. And yeah, let me know in the comments below some products that you pulled this week, or some things that you've seen in my collection that you would want me to pull in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.